Good afternoon, everybody. This is Hob with Church of Hob. I am going to play a little bit of Space Engineers. I had some ideas about what I wanted to do with the starting ship last night, so I'm going to get all fired up here and get you guys a chance to actually see what I had in mind. So give us just a couple of minutes and we'll get I'm just waiting for the world to load here and we'll get switched back over to the game. Oh, and something else as a side note, I was using two different streaming softwares. I was using one software on my laptop for when I was actually streaming from my laptop, and I was using another one on my desktop. And I really didn't like the one that I was using on my desktop. It had some features that, in all honesty, are probably really, really great, like the fact that if I moved away from the game window, it would automatically pause the stream. But I don't necessarily want it to do that because sometimes I'm moving away from the game window to look up something or to find some information, and I don't want you guys stuck going, "Oh, what's going on?" And I'm just I'm popping back and forth, and I'm only using a single monitor. So I don't necessarily want that to be the case. So I've switched to a different software, and so you may see some things change and some adjustments occur. As the stream kind of matures, we'll start adding stuff to the visual elements. We'll probably start adding some graphics. There may even be a webcam at some point in time in the future. But this software also allows me to be much quicker about checking the comments and that kind of stuff in the chat. So hopefully you guys like the change. Alright, so let's get a look at this ship. I've been talking about maybe extending the collector instead of from the top, from the bottom of the ship, so that we could mine in a reverse gravity environment. Not sure if I'm going to do that, but I am going to definitely extend the ship at least another four blocks this way. and move these thrusters off to that side as well. I want that extra room for storage and production value. So I am going to start by taking a look at what we have in the way of iron available. How much iron do we got? We got 16,000. Alright. Let's go to assembler 01. And we're just going to start cranking out some light armor blocks. I want... Let's go... 20 of those. 20 of those. 20 of those. I think that will be enough for our purposes. And if you look at... It looks like it's actually doing what I want it to do. I'm going to have to poke around with this assembler slaving, because it doesn't seem to be working the way that I expected it to work, which was, I thought it should work regardless of... But you know what? I think they actually have to be connected door to door, which means that we have a problem, because they're not connected door to door. As you can see, we have one that's connected to this conveyor on one side, and then it's connected on the other side of this conveyor. And I think I'm going to go look that up real quick. Some juicy targets out there, but we are in no position to go chasing after ships just yet. That, I think, will require an established base. Alright, bear with me. So let's check and make sure that I'm not being stupid. Production. Okay. Not being stupid. So, cooperative mode. Yeah, it's definitely not working. So what I was reading is what it says is you're supposed to have one assembler, you know, of course, multiple assemblers. You want you want all but one of them in cooperative mode, and the one that's not in cooperative mode is the one where you do all of your actual production stuff. But I seem to recall that somewhere we were there was a requirement that they actually be door-to-door connected, and I know that on my old base the production queue cooperation worked perfectly without any issues, but my assemblers were door-to-door, so I think I'm going to have to move this assembler as well. So I am going to start with that. We're actually going to do that right now. And I just went and jerked my ship around for no good reason. Whatever. As long as it didn't break nothing. Alright, so let's go like so. So I'm going to take all of my buttons reset. I hate when that happens. Why you troll me? Alright, so first things first, let's get my tools back where I like to have them. Alright, so I'm going to grind this out, this collector here. I'm going to move that to the bottom of the ship anyway, so no harm, no foul. And then we are going to move this assembler right back here. So we're just going to end up rotating it. Hopefully I've got enough volume to pick everything up. If not, we'll have to drop some stuff back into the ship. And I don't know if I mentioned this, I don't think that I did, because I saw the comments after I had gotten off of, after I had stopped streaming. Somebody had mentioned, and I don't know if this is something that I hadn't really thought about, but they were, their suggestion was that you lower the gravity when you're mining, and that will actually produce less risk of damage to your ship when you're using the collectors. And I thought that was kind of an interesting thought process. I just hadn't even thought to do it that way. So I may end up looking into doing that as well. So let's get the assembler. Hello, assembler. Alright, which way are we going to face you? We want you to face this way. This way. Nice and easy, right? I'm just going to tack you right on there. And let's start welding you up. Excuse me while I be a little spastic. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. Okay, this one's got an appropriate name, so let's rename this one to Assembler 1. this to assembler 2. And apparently we killed our production queue. Huh. Oh well. Life goes on. We'll, reassess. So, here at Assembler 1, we can produce blocks. And in theory, Assembler 2 should just help, right? Right. So, what did we end up with in the way of iron plates? 219, we're still shy on that. Okay. Oh, excuse me. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. You know, I really do like these rounded blocks. I might fiddle with the ship just a little bit. I might actually check out these rounded blocks and play with them a little. See how that goes. Except that is light armor block, yeah. Wow. It takes a lot of material. Alright, so... Alright, we're doing pretty good. Grind this block out. Let's see here. Got to decide what the best way to do this is. Because we're going to move the thrusters across the ship a little ways. Now, I think what I'll do is start down here. We're gonna cut you right out of here, Mr. Man. You too. I said I wanted to go 4 blocks. Let's fix this up real quick. So we'll do 1, 2. You know, it occurs to me. Okay, that won't make it too wide. And we'll go 4 here. Just like that, and 3, and boom, just like that, and then we'll go 2, 1, 2, 3, I think I might actually extend this back just, no, we'll keep it where it's at. I think that's pretty good. Oh, gotta recharge. Oh, did I? I might have done a silly thing. Alright, I gotta go look at these blocks. I did a silly thing. See what I did there? Huh. Alright, let me fix this real quick and then I'll, let's patch that bad boy right in there, and we're gonna have to go grind these out. Because I wasn't thinking. It's going to be fat. Really wide, isn't it? That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. Let's see how it goes. Oops. I think we'll make that one into a 4. Alright. It's time to move that front thruster. Oops. Don't need 2 of them. Look, Assembly 2 did some work. So yeah, so the assemblers have to be door to door to function cooperatively. Now, I'd hazard to guess that being directly connected with a single conveyor tube, not a conveyor block, but a conveyor tube, would probably classify them as being door to door. And that's something we might have to try out later and see if that that is actually the case. So that's yeah, that's going to be fun and interesting to find out. Now, let's get back to this. You know, it occurs to me I may have made a terrible mistake, because this has a raised up roof. I might want to construct this in similar fashion. I don't know, though. Don't know. Might just be one of them things. Let's see, this was closed off right here. So I would put this right out here. I don't know if I want that far out. Oh, hey, look, there's some silicone sitting up here. Let's grab that. That might be a better way to do it. Switch that back over to my orange. That'll actually give us something to anchor this thruster to. Yeah, just about like that. So we can take... Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and extend it out. I'm gonna shift the planning committee just a touch. Oh, better get back inside. Just realized my energy was really low. Alright, let's go take a look here. Get charged back up. Scare the dogs. Hi, dogs. You guys are way too quiet. Way too quiet today. Alright. Let's go. Let's go grind this piece of junk out. Come here, you. You're getting the grind. And I might as well grind these out while I'm at it, since we don't want them in here anymore. I have no idea if this is even going to look like a decent ship when I'm done. It's kind of funny. Alright, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Look, I'm turning into the count. No, I really should stop doing that. Alright. And then we're going to come back over here. We're going to hit the 2. And just drop down onto the platform. 3, 4. How does that look? Oh yeah, I think that'll be pretty groovy. Yeah, I said groovy. I know I'm weird. Weird. Just extend this back and up a 2. And there we go. And now we can shuffle these thrusters off of this bank and work on building out the back of this bad boy. So alright, so this is going to butt right up against this bad boy, like this, and then we get this bad boy, like this, and we're going to change the color on it. Let's go grab this thruster. And we'll move it on down here. Occurs to me I should have done that. And hopefully I didn't drop any of that. Oh no, good. Looks like I did. Always finish welding what you're working on before you go grind to something else, because otherwise you drop components. If you're not careful. Alright, let's get this welded up. It's in my inventory. There's a lot of crap in my inventory. Military escort just came onto the screen. Man, I need to build a little raider ship. I'm chasing after those. Probably not really a great idea, actually, chasing after those right now. So I think I'm going to make a slight adjustment to this design. Well, actually, it's probably not a slight adjustment. It's probably more accurate to the design as it was originally. There we go. Now with this, should theoretically be able to add another refinery to the entirety of the ship. Of course, that's also going to mean adding another conveyor system and at least one more reactor. Just to make sure that we've got enough juice to push what we're doing. So I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna just drop the frames for these two thrusters, and then I'm gonna go grind them off. Back in for some juice. Alright, so let's get back over here and take a look at finishing up. So I don't know if I want to... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and make that a solid wall. Why are you damaged? Why are you beat up? There's no reason for that crap. I think I like that look. It's very utility. Let's grind some of these up, or well, let's weld some of them up actually. Solidified frame. Oh, you know, I think I got sidetracked and didn't finish welding. Sure did. Look at me. Tell you not to get sidetracked, and what do? I go and I get sidetracked. Hey, look at that. Thruster. Yay. There was much rejoicing. It's like Robin's Minstrels. Oh, excuse me. This whole thing might need an access hatch underneath it. Because, you know, the one door is great and all, but it means you gotta go a fair distance just to get back in. I'm wondering if maybe it wouldn't be worthwhile putting a access hatchway into the expanded ship. Now, that black is not as black as the rest of the black. Well, let's contemplate that here after we recharge our batteries. Alright, we're all charged up. We're raring to go. I see, I'm thinking I want to put an access hatch right there. One in the top and one in the bottom. I don't know. It's a thought. It is a thought. I will continue to ponder that thought. In the meantime, I need to fix the color. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that important. I'm going to patch up these plates. Because, you know, battle worn is all well and good, but only if you've actually been in the battle. That's not entirely true, but I wanted to make that a little bit neater, a little bit tidier. So let's see, if I was going to do this, I just want to hypothesize about how this would work. How much space is this refinery going to take up? Theoretically, we've got a good bit of room on here. I'm gonna throw another gyroscope on the other side, and you know, I think we could actually make fairly sizable tie the whole system together. This could be workable. I wanted to get an arc furnace in here as well. How big are these? Oh, they're the same size as an assembler, so that's not bad. We could actually just punk and drop that bad boy right on the back. Wouldn't even have to think about it. I don't know. Oh, actually, that might be a better way to do it. So there's the proposed arc furnace. Lots of steel plates. No idea what all it means. All of that stuff. Good job. Go. We're definitely going to need to add another reactor before too long, actually. I'm thinking that's probably going to be right up there. I ended up the wrong color. There we go. Alright, so let's get back to this color problem. So you yep. Now it doesn't matter which direction we go on there. we go. Fix that. Yes, I like for my ships to be color matching. It adds a nice sense of style when your ships don't look like a mishmash, or when they're not just a single flat color. I think it's a lot nicer. And I am very guilty of building single flat colored ships, just so you know. I've done it plenty of times. And a lot of times it's because I'm not thinking about it while I'm building it. I'm just, I'll be prototyping something and I won't really be paying attention to the colors. And then you end up with this nasty looking gray brick that flies through space. And that's why I started paying attention to whether or not I was applying color to my ships and to the blocks as I was building them into the components, and trying to create a factional color scheme, if you will, so that the colors all match on anything that I build, and it all has a very nice look to it. Oh, and we've done run out of plates. So, let's get back over here. See if we've got some more. We've got a steel plate. Look at that. So let's hit production. We're out of iron. That's why. Story of my life. Out of iron. Alright. Well, I mean, we do have a functional ship, so let's go find some iron. Fortunately, we won't have to go far. This whole asteroid's iron. Just gonna roll her over here. And we're going to adjust the gravity way down. Oops, wrong way. Let's get this flipped back over here. I guess that doesn't really make any sense because I don't have a conveyor on here. Look at me. Take the conveyor off and promptly forget. So, we are going to switch this back around. So, okay. Pop that back up to the 1G. And we're just going to go Alright. Alright, well, thanks for watching. We're going to get off of here. Have a good day.